Oh. So hello everybody. Thanks Rob for inviting me here. Today we're going to speak about hardware ABC and essential software to move online. I'm here to reassure all of you, those of you that have never taught online, maybe they've just studied, you a bit uncomfortable with it. Actually, you don't need so much techie and so many skills, but you just want to start thinking at the hardware we need to work on that, and then the basic software we need to work on that. And this is need to work on that. What is hardware? Hardware is all the equipment that you can whenever something is going wrong. Right? Anything part of your piece of what you're doing when you're working online. Okay. We can think about the maybe more over the work environment where you're going to be working every day if you start working online. So to have a nice and comfortable, feel confident and prevent most of the glitches that you may come across, I'd say that your hardware should be affordable, attractive, bright, clean, clear, comfortable, and capable. Why? Affordable. You don't need to have who knows what kind of cutting-edge computer, but you cannot even have a computer from 1982, probably. So have a look at if it's very, very old, try to buy a new one. But if if it goes with the internet, fine, go. Affordable means also that you may need to invest in something. So maybe the headset, maybe some keyboard, maybe. So consider a little investment. Maybe also in the bandwidth if you want to make sure that you don't have any problems with the connection. So consider this just to make sure that you prevent what you come across. It must be attractive, and that means not your computer, but you and the way you look on the screen. Yep. What does this mean? It means that you can just spend many hours with your students, so you want them to feel you're close to them, right? And that you are in a nice. We're all at home now, so okay, we don't expect to have who knows what kind of background behind us, or who knows how nice and every day. But still, consider your background nice and tidy. That's all. I like it colorful, and I like to say that I'm an English teacher. So if you see my background, that clearly say that. So personalize it as much as you can, as you want, because make it your space where actually also the background should reflect yourself. Yeah. Make it attractive also means the camera. Think of the inclination of the camera. Don't go with the computer like this. You know, you want to look at your students in their eyes. And together with that, I'll tell you that whenever you look at the students, you may be looking down here. If I want to look at you guys, you're down here. So sometimes look directly at the camera because you want them to feel you're actually talking directly to them. Like now I am doing, I'm watching directly the little dot up there. I'm not really watching the faces down here. If I had some faces, I don't know, anyway. And another way of saying you must be attractive, be careful with light. Try to have it not behind you, but in front of you, okay? When I say the hardware should be clear, we're talking about the sound. Yes, buy a pair of headsets. No matter this one's from the mobiles work very well. I usually have mine with the microphone, which today is playing tricky games with me, so I left it somewhere else. And when I say clear, also I'd say, I don't know if you've ever experienced that really irritating noise of the keys of the keyboard typing. Yeah. So you may want to consider and buy a Bluetooth one so that whenever you're writing things for your students, they know actually it costs nothing. It's just that, but so that they don't hear those noisy, clunky noises that are not very nice and comfortable. Your hardware must be comfortable. And when I say comfortable, I mean not just, I mean clean and tight and everything, but also think of your chair. You're going to spend many hours on it, probably. Yeah, planning and giving the lessons and everything. Think about it. It must be super comfortable. And cabled. Make sure that if you can, cable the computer to your internet router, or at least make sure that whatever you are, the internet is good. When I say clean, we're talking about environment around here, and so your work environment, but also your computer. Clean it up often, because that makes it faster. Okay, and this said, again, when I say attractive, you can still and always wear your best pajama underneath, always underneath. Okay. With this, we can start talking about software. What about the software? We need 3 software, main software. So ABC as easy as 1, 2, 3 clicks away. The first click, we need it for a video conference tool. There are many nowadays, and most of them have the chat box and the chat box system and the video in front of you. So those are the main important things. You really can have lessons just with that and working with your own material, and the screen sharing too. Other things you want to consider maybe is about whether you're working with groups or individuals. If you're working with groups, maybe you want to consider some tools that actually allow you for breakout rooms, so that you can get students to work in pairs. And it could be Google Hangout, Google Meet, or Zoom, or and others. But consider, so if you can create the breakout rooms, consider also how many participants are allowed in the class. Consider also time restrictions. Having the group, if you have some restrictions in time, or if better, you need to upgrade the pricing plan and go for some paid option. Consider also what kind of control you have over the participants. Should you mute them? Should you? Let's go on, because time is running out quick. So consider also the participants, what kind of control you have over the participants. The second click is your browser, which is that app that allows you to enter the internet, but also to have a nice library organized in the bookmarks. Once you start teaching online, you will have plenty of materials. You can see all the tips here are giving us great websites to go and work with. You want them organized in bookmarks in your browser so that they are easily accessible. So play and explore how to organize your bookmarks in your browser. Together with, and don't confuse the browser with the web page with the search engine, because search engines are places where you go and look for specific pages, but yahoo.com, google.com. So sometimes people confuse the browser, which is a software, and a web page, which is the search engine page, which is a web page. The third click, you need to save probably material somewhere. Maybe you want to keep track of the lessons. Maybe you want to, also you want the students to upload some material. So think about having cloud storage for you to share with the students. Most of them, today, the most popular ones are Google Drive, OneDrive, and Dropbox. Many people have at least an account with one of these 3. There are many other programs that you could use, web apps that you could use, but still, think of a place where you can store and you can save material, and you can have a shared document with them. Rather than having every time on a video conference, having a different whiteboard, for example, you could use always the same one document for all your course. And so all the students can get back there and check their progress, see what they've done, and never miss anything from the lessons, from the previous lessons. The only difference here you see is about the gigabytes. When you have no more clicks available, because probably the connection is bad, and I said technical glitches will always happen when you teach online, go and rely on other tools, which is, it could be the instant messaging app. If you use WhatsApp, if you use Telegram, or if you use Facebook Messenger, be sure that apart from the video conference tool, you have some other ways to reach for your students, so that the lesson can still go on. Have some sort of backup plan. And on top of this, having these kind of tools makes it also easier to engage with the students, feel the void that we have while teaching online. I can guarantee that works. With that, I have 6 minutes left, 6 seconds left. Thank you, everybody, and good luck with your teaching online. Have fun. This is the most important thing I would recommend. I'm done.